Hello, everyone. Good evening. How you guys doing today? I am Ryan McCrary, CEO and founder of McCrary Financial Solutions and president of the McCrary Financial School. Hope everyone's doing well, having a great day. It's Friday. TGIF, thank God it's Friday. Hope everyone's having a great well. Hope you had a great week, very productive week, successful week, whatever you're doing. I wish you success in whatever you do. Everyone that gets on, please share this information in. Also, drop a comment in. Let me know where you are tuning in from. That's how we beat the Facebook algorithm. So, in order for more people to see this information and hear this information, it comes through engagement. So, please please share, please drop a heart, please drop a comment in, your name in. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I love people that tune in from all over from down south to West Coast, Midwest. Internationally, people hit me up from London and Africa and Jamaica and all over. So please just put your name in, where you're from. If you also have a question, anything about finance, the stock market has been doing well this week. I think today it went up 350 points. So if you're not investing, you must not like money. Also, if you have any business questions or entrepreneurship questions, you can definitely ask me any questions as well. Also, please share. Please share this on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, whatever the case may be. Facebook group. A lot of action happens in groups. If you have a Facebook business page or a fan page or your personal page, just tag somebody in. DeAndre, hi, how you doing? So let me know where you are from. Let me know where you are from: East Coast, West Coast, Texas. Okay, great. So Texas is in the house. What part of Texas are you from? I've never been to Texas. I want to go. I've never been to Texas. The furthest southwest, like I've been west. I've been, West Coast. I've been to California, LA, Vegas, but as far as the furthest southwest, I think it was New Orleans. One time me and my cousin drove from Atlanta to New Orleans. So we was in Atlanta and went through Alabama and Mississippi and then get to Louisiana. But I've never been to Texas. Fort Worth. Okay. So I assume, isn't that near Tiffany? Okay, Fort Worth. Is that near Dallas? I think that's near Dallas, if I'm not mistaken. But I would definitely love to come to Texas. My goal is to get to Texas soon. Got some peoples in Dallas and Houston. So I definitely would like to come, hold an event there, just, link up with some people, because definitely a lot of conscious Black people in Texas, Houston, and Dallas. A lot of conscious Black people. Okay, Dallas is booming here. They will love you. Yeah, I definitely heard it's booming there. They say that's like the new Atlanta. It's about to be the new Atlanta. So I definitely got to come to Dallas. I'm gonna put that on my list for this year to get to Dallas, because it ain't far. I definitely know people there. So I definitely got to come. Also, if you guys have questions, put them in. This is your time to ask me whatever you want to ask me. Please come. Yeah, I'll definitely come. Like, seriously, I'll come. Like I said, I'm gonna put it on my list for this year. Get to Dallas. I know the plane ride ain't that long, probably like a couple hours, if that. Definitely ain't gonna drive, but yeah, I'll definitely come. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, please put them in. So how many of y'all saw Black Panther? Let's talk about that first before we get into the financial stuff, which I'm definitely gonna cover, of course. Did y'all like Black Panther? Everyone that I talked to liked it. They loved it. I finally got a chance to see it, and I did like it. Really liked it. Very, very good, very entertaining. Damn near all Black cast, Black director. Still, of course, not fully Black owned and everything, which is another story. But it's been crazy. Like, it made so much money. Like, they're literally gonna make billions of dollars. So don't say Black people are broke. Never say Black people are broke, because as soon as a new movie comes out, you see how broke Black people are not. We ain't that damn broke. And the movies ain't that damn cheap. Seriously, you take a family to the movies, you're gonna spend some money. Love it. Yeah, I really liked it as well. I'm not even gonna lie. I really, really liked it. Just want to, it definitely to me did live up to the hype. A lot of things that are just hyped, overhyped. Then when you get to the movies, you're like, I seen like everything that's good in the movie, y'all seen in the preview, or y'all already told me everything that was gonna happen. But it was a really, really good movie. Very, very well done. No complaints. Okay, so yeah, if anybody has any other questions or comments, but yeah, don't say black people are broke. Do not say black people are broke because we make other corporations billions of dollars, not just millions, billions. We have actually trillions. So don't say black people are broke. Don't say there ain't no money in the black community because as soon as a new popular movie comes out, we make corporations billions and billions of dollars. So I just say we can put that energy into Black Panther, but let's also put that same energy into supporting black owned businesses. Supporting black owned businesses. Just think about if we took 20% of whatever we spent for Black Panther collectively, and we put that in together in some type of investment where we can buy land or property, and just hire our own people, have our own economy, have our own real Wakanda. Just think about, how impactful that will be. Christian, how you doing? Everyone, hope everyone's doing well. So the main title for this it's not just about how much money you make, it's how you make the money. So that's a very important point. It's not just about how much money you make. You can make a whole bunch of money, but what did it take for you to make it? So I know a lot of people that have those very demanding jobs that make a lot of money. So they say, okay, I'll make 150,000 or 200,000 a year. That's good, but I have to sacrifice time with my spouse. I have to sacrifice time with my kids for myself just to make $150,000 a year. So they would say, really, I would probably actually prefer doing something different and maybe make less money because it wouldn't be as demanding. So that's just a big part of financial literacy, being financially literate, understanding wealth, understanding investing, understanding entrepreneurship. It's not all about, how much money, because, growing up, especially me, a lot of people are always, worried about like how much money you're going to make. Like, I want to make a lot of money. This job better be a good paying job, or I'm going to do this, whatever you're going to do, make sure you get paid a lot. But don't just look at how much you're going to get paid. Look at what is going to take for you to make that money. So that is why I had to shift from the traditional, corporate job to running my own company, being my own boss, because I seen like if it was just for me, just about the money and trying to make a lot of money, I could, have a great corporate job. I can make 200,000 a year. I could have a corporate office. I could be a token in the company. But what would I have to do to make that money? What would I have to do to earn that money? Would I have to sacrifice who I am? Would I have to, try to go up the corporate ladder? Would I have to do a lot of ass kissing? Would I have to act, white? To me, absolutely. For me, I saw that in order to truly get that lot of money, I would have had to, escape my blackness, not wanting to be black, trying to want to act white, trying to fit into the company. Opportunity costs. Yes, absolutely. Opportunity costs. So, and just think just like in general, like, what are you doing to make a lot of money? Like a lot of people, if you make a lot of money, but you got to work 16 hours to make a lot of money, I would say, okay, how can you try to work 8 hours, and try to make that same amount of money? So, I just laid out a few things that you could consider. Number one is just passive income. When you have passive income, then you're not doing a lot of work to earn money. There are many different ways to get passive income. I think I'll probably come back later on another day and do like a video specifically on passive income. What is passive income? How to acquire passive income? All the steps to get passive income. Is there any examples of Black people who made their wealth passively? Yeah, I mean, I know there are. Of course, a lot of Black people that had wealth, a lot of it was stolen, whether it's Black Wall Street or, Florida or wherever the case may be. There's so many that we don't even know about. But there probably are. I mean, the main ways to get passive income are like, number one, of course, like real estate. So if you own a lot of property, a lot of land, then you rent it out. So you can get passive income, monthly, if you own a property or if you have, an apartment building, you're going to get money from tenants monthly. So then you have passive income. So every month, somebody's going to be paying you money because you own that property and you don't have to really do anything. Yeah, you may have to do some maintenance, here and there, whatever the case may be. But for the most part, someone's going to be paying you consistently, passively, and you don't have to do anything to earn that. You don't have to do anything to earn that. So let's say you want to buy a property, you even want to buy a duplex or a multi-family unit. So you say, okay, I'm going to live in one unit. I'm going to rent out the other unit. So now the person that lives under me or above me, they're going to pay me rent. Now I can pay off my mortgage with the rent that they pay me. So that can be like passive income, and I can almost live for free, and they're paying my mortgage for me, and I still own the property, excluding our entertainers. Exactly. I know how crucial royalties are for them. Yep, absolutely. I agree. But real estate is just one way to build passive income. Another one is definitely stocks. If you have stocks, you own stocks. That's a great way to build passive income just through the stock market. So the stock market has been doing great. If you're not investing in the stock market, I want to know if you're not investing in the stock market, I want to know, like, you must not like money. Seriously, you must not like money because there's so much money being made in the stock market. People are making billions, trillions of dollars. You could be making hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars over generations for investing in the stock market. So if you're not investing in the stock market, you must not like money. If you don't like money, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Go ahead, do whatever you do. But if you're not investing in the stock market, you must not like money because people are making so much money in the stock market. You don't have to do anything. Stock market ain't a 9-to-5 job. It's not a business where you gotta, try to run it. You gotta operate it. You gotta, make sure payroll is right. You gotta make sure you're getting more customers. The stock market ain't like that. The stock market ain't like that. You buy it, you buy your stock, you watch it grow over time. You get some dividends, you buy more stocks, you acquire more shares, you keep investing more, you get multiple different types of accounts, and then your money just grows. Veronica, how you doing, Queen? Shout out to San Antonio, Texas. Texas is definitely in the house tonight, like for real. Where's everybody else from? Because Texas is in the building heavy tonight. Shout out to Texas, shout out to San Antonio, shout out to Dallas, shout out to Fort Worth, shout out to Houston. Shout out to the whole South, Southwest, East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, internationally, wherever you at. That's the beauty of technology, that we can reach people all over the world. I don't have to go up the corporate ladder. I don't got to ask a senior manager if I can talk about financial information to Black people. I'll just go on Facebook Live due to technology and share my own word on whatever I want to talk about. But so, yeah, that's another great way to build passive income. So if you're not investing in the stock market, why not? Please, why not? If it's a lack of information, that's understandable, but I can provide you with information. So you can't use that you don't know information about the stock market as an excuse not to invest, because if you don't invest, you're missing out on hundreds of thousands of dollars, potentially millions over generations. And with apps, now you can do it for as little as $5. Someone emailed me the other day and said, listen, I had no idea I can invest for $5. Thank you. Now I'm going to invest today and tomorrow and next week, all because now I know. So it comes from a lack of information. Okay, Christian, Buffalo, New York. Shout out to Buffalo. Tasha, how you doing, Queen? Milwaukee. Yes, Milwaukee is another place I would like to visit. I've never been there. I've never even been to the Midwest. I've never been to Chicago, just been west, north, down south, out the country. But I would definitely love to travel all over. I want to bring this word out to everybody. I would love to travel all over. Also, a few other people just joined. If you just come in, please share, please share. That is how we get intelligent Black conversations out to the masses, by you sharing, liking, hearts, commenting. Thank you guys for commenting, because that is how we beat the algorithm. Facebook algorithms are very, very tricky. So if people don't comment, people don't like, people don't engage, people don't share, then that is how, we don't get this information out there. It comes from y'all sharing, liking, hearts, everything. That is how we beat the algorithms. Questions, put them in there. If you watch us on a replay, type replay in, put a question, I'll come back and answer it. I promise. Cold as hell. I bet it is cold in Milwaukee. That Midwest weather. Aaron Peace King, that's my man out of the Bronx. Yeah, it's actually not too bad in Philly. It's probably like I don't think it was like 50 today, whatever, 40. It was cold, but not like super cold. But yeah, that Midwest weather ain't no joke. But the good thing is spring and summer is on the way. It's about to be March. So that is on the way. So again, if you come on, please share, please like, put a comment in, let me know where you are from. Also, if you have a question, people pay hundreds of dollars for consultation. So now you have opportunity to get free information. So just ask me any question about business, investing, if you're still confused on investing, if you're still apprehensive, any other business questions, you can definitely schedule a consultation with me. We can talk offline, but if you have any, business questions, entrepreneur questions, finance questions, please feel free to ask them right now. So again, we're talking about passive income. So a great way to earn money, without having to actually slave for anyone else, for actually having to go, work 9 to 5, whatever the case may be, just other opportunities to make money. Me, I'm not trying to tell you how to make money. I'm not saying you should do this. You should go buy all these properties. You should invest in the stock market. You should get a business. I'm not saying like you definitely should do that. I'm just saying you need to be considering and thinking about all of this. A lot of people talking about getting money and making money, but they ain't talking about none of this. They ain't talking about equity. They're not talking about stock ownership. They're not talking about multi-million-dollar businesses and digital empires you can build online. They're talking about getting a whole bunch of cash and going to strip club, putting on Instagram. Like, no, that's not getting real money. That's nigga rich. We're trying to be really wealthy. So I just, like I said, I don't want to tell you, well, you should definitely do this, or if you definitely do that, or definitely do that. Everyone's situation is going to be different. Your wealth building journey, everyone's wealth building journey is going to be different. My job is just to lay out information for you to consider and look at all this, because this is the stuff that we were never taught. Me, I know probably everybody watching this, everybody's going to watch this. Y'all didn't learn this. We didn't learn this in elementary, middle school, high school, even college. We didn't learn financial literacy. We didn't learn financial intelligence. So me, since I, got the opportunity to learn that, to work up close and personal daily with millionaires on a daily basis, I've talked to everyone from estate attorneys to, doctors and people with real money, Wall Street traders and major stockbrokers and Fortune 500 companies and just millionaires that you don't know who the hell they are, but they got millions of dollars on a daily basis about all this stuff, about mutual funds and stocks and retirement accounts and estate accounts and 529 plans and just all that type of stuff that we have no clue about. All this stuff that we have no clue about, I got the opportunity to learn it. And I said, okay, everybody I'm talking to, 99% of them are white, which was, cool, whatever. But me personally, it never sat right with my soul. So I said, okay, how do I bring this information to the people? How do I bring this information to the people? So me, I just want to provide information. I don't want to tell you for your specific situation, this is what you should or shouldn't do. I'm just saying the information is out here. You need to be considering all of this. So before you, want to go out and just say, okay, I'm going to just go get an apartment, why don't you just look into seeing if you can buy a property, seeing if you can buy a duplex. If it doesn't work out, fine. But I just want to provide you information saying there are opportunities to do that. So instead of just going to the mall, you get some extra money, you get a bonus, and you say, all right, let me go to the mall, and, buy all these new sneaks or whatever the case may be. You say, okay, let me think back. Let me reconsider what I'm going to spend my money on. So now that I have information, I got this extra $250 or $300 or $1,000 or $2,000 from my job or whatever the case may be. Instead of going to the mall, why don't I consider buying some assets? Why don't I consider buying some shares of stock? Because, like I always say, the share of stock is probably less than what you're going to buy. The share of stock in Nike is less than the sneakers. The share of stock in Apple is less than the iPhone X. The share of stock in Viacom is probably less than your cable bill that you watch Love and Hip Hop on. So all I'm saying is you should be considering that and thinking about buying that instead of just buying consumer items. And what I tell people is it don't got to be either or. You don't got to say, okay, if I buy stocks, I can't buy sneakers. Or if I buy stock, I can't buy the new iPhone. No, you can do both. I think you can definitely do both. Should we start investing in Bitcoin, stock, and real estate, or should we just focus on one? Um, Definitely diversification. I'm not going to tell you specifically what you should invest in. I'm not in the position to. I'm not licensed to tell you like specifically buy Apple right now. That's not what I do. But in general, definitely want to be diversified. So you never want to put all your eggs in one basket. So I would definitely suggest you buy them all. People come to me and say, should I buy Netflix or should I buy Disney or should I buy Target or Walmart? I can't think. I'm like, buy all of them. Just buy all of them. Buy both of them. So buy Bitcoin, buy stocks, and buy real estate. Buy them all. But if you're just starting out, buy something. Definitely buy something, especially for people that don't have anything. You don't have any assets. Just go out and buy something. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's $10 an acorns. Put something into something. Put something somewhere. Mo, how you doing, Queen? Hope all is well with you. But yeah, I'm big. I'm very, very big on diversification. Me, I just like buying multiple assets. I don't care. Like, I'm going to buy all this stuff from stocks. I got multiple different stocks. Bitcoin. If like it's gold or commodities. Somebody the other day on my status was talking about precious metals and mining, like all that type of stuff from business. And there's so many different things in business. Whether it's tech. Whether it's have an e-commerce store, whether it's online school, whether it's a service-based business, whatever the case may be, whether it's putting money into another business that I don't even run, I only have a small equity share in, real estate, whatever the case may be. Big on diversification. The main thing is to buy things that appreciate. Buying things that appreciate. That's the main thing. So that's where you draw the line. That's where you draw the line. You say, okay, out of the money that I'm spending, are these things going to appreciate or not? Because it's really cut and dry. When you spend your money on sneaks, that don't appreciate. When you spend your money on stocks, that appreciates. When you spend your money on artwork, that usually appreciates. When you spend your money on a car, that's going to depreciate. When you buy a new car, as soon as you drive it off the lot, it loses half of its value. So are you investing money into a business or are you investing money into going to the mall every 2 weeks when you get paid? Clear line, things that appreciate versus things that don't appreciate. Okay, what are some ways to get a business loan? That's a good idea. That's a good question. I mean, honestly, I'm not too big on that type of stuff. I'm like cut from the entrepreneur cloth of like just bootstrapping, self-made. Start with 500 and then take that to 1,000 to 2,000 to 4,000 to 8 to 16 to 32 and keep flipping. I'm big on that. But I would say a good resource to start is maybe a credit union. Credit unions are usually a lot better with loans than a traditional bank. They usually have lower interest rates. They're usually, easier to get approved through a credit union. So I think that's a good resource. Also, maybe your traditional bank. There's also like the VC stuff, the venture capital, where you can go out to an investor. Also, think about crowdfunding, like Kickstarter, or there's other crowdfunding platforms that you can go on to try to raise money for your business, whatever the case may be. But I think that's some good resources to start. So maybe a credit union, maybe a local bank, or any bank you have a relationship with that you have money with, or a VC, a venture capitalist, or crowdfunding. And also just find someone who, that has money, has access to capital that gets what you're trying to do. That's a main thing a lot of people don't think of. It doesn't have to always be in the traditional sense. It doesn't have to always be in the traditional sense of let me try to put my suit on and go into the bank to get this loan. Why don't you find someone, it could be a relative, could be a friend of the family or somebody whatever the case may be that has money or access to capital, and they understand what you're trying to do. They get it. You don't have to try to pitch them or anything like that. They see the opportunity. They see what you're trying to do, and they have access to the capital that can get you from point A to point B. Awesome King, well said. You're welcome, Queen. Whitney, how you doing, Queen? Hope all is well with you. Shout out to New Orleans. Aaron, my man. Investing has helped me tremendously by stopping my irresponsible spending. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And like I said, I don't think it has to be either or. It don't got to be either or because mostly, I don't want to say all, but mostly everybody has something to invest. And some people are going to have more than others. Some people may have $5. Some people might have $5,000. But trust me, you got something. You got something. So if you spend the money, in the club, you're spending money getting your hair done every 2 weeks, but you don't have anything in an investment portfolio, you're balling backwards. You're balling backwards. So if you got money to go out to eat, if you got money for fast food, if you got money for coffee, if you got money, like I said, for frivolous items or new sneaks, whatever the case may be, or Black Panther, you got money to put into an investment. You got money to potentially try on a business. There's definitely opportunity out here, but it's all about having the correct mindset. 90% of financial literacy is mindset. So what is your mindset? What are you trying to do? What are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish in life? And like I said, the line is real clear on what you want to do. It's real clear because, like I said, you either put money in things that appreciate or things that don't. What appreciates? Stocks appreciate, bonds appreciate, business, ownership can appreciate. Your equity can go up. So, like me with my business, since I own it, if I want to increase the price, I can increase the price. So some of my courses, the prices just went up. So instead of $80, now it might be $100 or $200. And I own that asset, so I can increase the price if I want to. With stocks, they're going to appreciate. If I bought Facebook when it was like $100 a share. Now it's like, I think 180. I don't even know the price right now. That appreciated. But if I go to the mall and I buy $1,000 worth of clothes, is that money going to is that item, not asset, is that item going to appreciate? I don't think it's going to appreciate. If I have $1,000 worth of clothes and now a month later I want to sell that item, am I going to get even my money back? We're not even talking about a profit, turning a profit. Am I even going to get my money back? I doubt it. Even if you don't take the tags off, you probably ain't going to get what you paid for it back. You put it on eBay, you ain't going to get what you paid for it back. Great points. You're welcome. Do you have Black employees? I don't have any employees currently. I'm actually about to get a VA, virtual assistant. I actually have some hiring coming up next week. But if I do hire somebody, I'm definitely going to make an effort to make sure they are Black. Of course, as a company, legally, I can't say, oh, I'm definitely, anybody that works for me has to be Black. Legally, I can't say that. But me as the person I am, I want to provide opportunity for African American people. That doesn't mean we're against anybody else. No, of course not. But every other group, you see what they do. They take care of their own, which they're supposed to do. I'm not mad at any Asians or Arabs or white people for hiring their own people. I'm not mad. That's what they're supposed to do. So if you go and say, man, this white company won't hire me, I'm mad. We need to give Blacks some opportunity. We need affirmative action. We need diversity. No, it wasn't. That wasn't made for you. That company wasn't made for you. This made for them to hire their own people. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. How can you start the process of getting a business loan? Yeah, someone just asked that. I would say number one, go to a credit union. Credit unions traditionally are easier to get loans than banks. Also, go to your bank that you bank with, and just, go in there and just try. I mean, it won't hurt to try. The thing about loans nowadays, the people that get the loans are usually the people that don't need the loans. So if you come in there asking for $10,000, they're going to want to see that you have $10,000 worth of collateral. So if you got the 10,000, 20,000 that you need for the loan, then you probably don't need the loan. So traditionally nowadays, they're only usually giving it to the people that don't even need the loan. But that's a good resource. Yeah, well, somebody just asked us. So we said credit unions, possibly a bank, also a VC, a venture capitalist, like the stuff you see on Shark Tank. Also crowdfunding is a good resource, like Kickstarter or their other crowdfunding platforms. Or also just trying to get someone, it doesn't have to be formally, someone that has access to resources, access to capital that gets your idea. They understand your pitch. They understand this need that you have for the marketplace, because the business is all it is a need in the marketplace. If you see 100 people there that are thirsty, that don't have water, and you come in with a case of water, that is a business opportunity. So if I see Black people don't know a lot about financial literacy, but and we definitely need it, I'm going to provide information that can be a business for a need in the community, whatever the case may be, whatever need you see, whatever business it um, is try to get someone on board that understands your vision, that has access to resource without having to go through a traditional bank. Because traditionally, people that look like us usually are not going to get that loan. Um, yes, yes, that is right. They hire their own and only buy from their own, but they want. That's how it is. Honestly, I'm not mad at that. It's our responsibility to recognize that and just do for ourselves. So we can give billions of dollars to Disney for Black Panther, and we can also give billions of dollars to ourselves to build our own community. So I'm not mad at them. So just to get back on topic before we wrap, so it's not just about how much money you make, it's how you make the money. So what are some ways to make that money? Passive income. So that's a great way just to earn money in a way that makes you happy instead of just worrying about how much it is. Another thing is just doing what you're passionate about. So a lot of people, if you're just doing what you love, if you just do what you're passionate about, they're not really worrying about making a lot of money. Like teachers are a great example. Most teachers don't make a lot of money. I seen someone put a meme up like, you want teachers to teach and now carry guns and stuff for 40,000 a year? Like that's crazy. But most teachers, they don't make a lot of money, but they're not really caught up in the money because they do what they love to do. They do what they love to do. So even if they make 40,000 a year, which is definitely not a lot of money, that's okay with them because they're doing what they want to do. They want to be teachers. They want to educate. They want to give back. They want to be in the classroom. They want to have those relationships with children. They're not worried about making a lot of money because how they make their money is, what they're passionate about. So that's just another point, finding your purpose in life. Just trying to go over all the things that I wrote down that I wanted to cover. Another thing I wanted to talk about is times have changed. So a lot of people don't recognize that times have changed a lot. So in the current times we live in, there's people that making a living on Instagram instead of going to a 9 to 5. That doesn't mean, 9 to 5 is bad. It's just saying you have to recognize that literally there are people literally making a lot of money or making a living enough to get by from Instagram, from an app that didn't exist 10 years ago. They're making a lot of money from an app instead of going to punch a clock in a 9 to 5. So like I said, it's not me telling you go out and be an Instagram influencer, go out and, start a website and put on Instagram. I'm just saying we need to be knowing about all this information. There are people making money on not just on Instagram, on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and other social media platforms, making a lot of money, earning a living that's outside of the traditional norm, and they're making it how they want to. They're not worried about, getting a corporate job to make money. They can make money through technology, through social media. So the paradigm has changed a lot, and it's only going to keep going into that direction. So I want us to be cognitive, be aware of what's going on. This digital revolution is real. People making a lot of money on technology and social media. So you should be thinking about this wave and trying to get a piece of this digital money that's out here. Okay. How much are they wanting to borrow for a business loan? That's a good question. How much you want to borrow for a business loan? Yes, exactly. I'm at that point. Just enjoy what you do, the money opportunity. Yeah, absolutely. Once you enjoy what you do, then that's half the battle. So even if it's not as glamorous, if you're not making as much money, you're doing what you love to do. So you'll definitely break through and you'll find ways to make money, but you're doing what you're passionate about. You're doing what you love. Also, just back to the business loan thing, just be careful with that type of stuff because you don't want to just be starting a business and from the gate you in the hole. If you're taking a business loan, make sure it is a proven business model. So if you say to the bank, you give me 20,000 and I know in 6 months I'll have your 20,000 plus interest and I still made money, I still turned a profit, that 20,000 just helped me really get to my goal. Absolutely. Don't take 20,000 or any bank loan in general just on an idea that you have no data for. Number one, they're probably not going to give you the loan anyway if you have no data to back it up. But even still, you don't want to just be starting in the hole. That is not a good way to start a business. That's why me personally, I'm part of the bootstrap entrepreneur class, whereas though, listen, we self-made, we fund our own stuff, we put money out of our own pocket to make our own money. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to own nobody, especially with the venture capitalists, like on Shark Tank and all of these venture capitalists in general. They'll give you that $1 million business loan or VC, that capital that you want, but they're going to want 5x, 10x on their money. So if we give you $1 million, we're going to want $10 million within the next 7 years. So if you think, okay, you take that $1 million, now you go make 15 million, but you got to give 10 million right back to that VC. So that's just all the things you want to consider when taking on, funding, outside capital, business loans, whatever the case may be. Make sure you are making smart decisions. Make sure you are making smart decisions, because you don't want to number one star out in the hole. You want to make sure that you have a proven business model. You don't want to owe anybody 10x on the money they gave you. So I just say be careful. Just be careful. So I think that's some of the main things we wanted to cover today. So again, it's just not about how much money you'll make, it's how you make the money. Drug dealers, former drug dealers will probably tell you, listen, I made 10,000 a day in the streets, but now I just work a regular job making $10 an hour, because how I make the money is more important than making that 10,000 a day. So yeah, I was making 10,000 a day, but at the same time, I was risking my life, I was risking my family, I was risking my freedom. So now I make substantially less than what I was making, but I don't got to risk my life. I know I'm going to go home to my family every night. I know I'm not going to be locked up. I know nobody's going to try to kill me for working, a regular job. So it's important. It's just something to always keep in mind with financial literacy, wealth building, investing, whatever the case may be. It's not all about how much money, it's how you make the money. Because people come to me all the time with ideas and pitches and stuff like that. Even taking on new clients like me, I don't take on new clients if you're not serious. It's really not about the money. People will say, okay, I'll pay you 500 an hour, but I'm not gonna be a good client. I'm waste your time. Like, the 500 sounds good. I might even take it, but I probably won't, because it's not about the money. It's how I make it. Is it going to be a hassle? Are you really going to, take heed to the stuff that we're going to go over? I'm going to waste my time. If I follow up with you, are you going to follow the instructions I put in place in our consultation? So me, I'm not taking on new clients that aren't serious. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's how I make my money. If I can't build a relationship, if I can't really help you, as me, I'm just not about the money. It's not just about the money for me. I just don't want to make money. I want to actually have an impact. I want to actually help you. So I don't take on new clients if they're not serious. So I think that's pretty much it for today. So yeah, the main things for not about how much money is how you make it. Number one, passive income. Are you making money where your money works for you? Are you in a position where your money works for you? Are you in a position where you can make money when you sleep? You can make money while you're with your family. You can be making money out and about in your daily life and still making money. That's passive income. Number two, are you doing what you love? Are you doing what you're passionate about? Would you get up every day and do what you're doing for free? And then find a way to monetize it, find a way to put a business model around it, just find a way to create additional income from your passion. Also, times have changed. You can make money in a lot of various different ways, as opposed to just a traditional sense. You can literally make money on a laptop in your pajamas, make a lot of money instead of just going to punch a clock for someone else. There are opportunities to do that. So, of course, that's not going to be for everybody. Everybody's not going to do that or want to do that, but you should be aware that it is an option if you are doing something that you're not happy about. I think that's pretty much it. So, I mean, the main thing is just like freedom, financial freedom, be in a position where you can be financially free. Do the things you love to do, spend more time with your friends and family, and just earning a living, different ways than traditionally. Before our moms and grandparents and previous generations, they didn't have the same opportunities to make money. They couldn't go online on social media and make money. They had to go to the factory. They had to go to the corporation. They had to work for the other person to make money, because the opportunities weren't out there like they are now. But now there's different opportunity. It's a different landscape. There's a digital landscape. You can make money to people from all over. And a lot of times you don't even have to know who you are. You can just be making money online. They don't care that you're black or white, whatever the case may be. You can still make money if you know how to do it correctly. So that's pretty much it for today. Also, if you want to sign up at the McCrary Financial School for free, I put the website in the title. I'll also put it back in the comments. Also, if you watch this on replay, just type replay, type a comment in, put a question in. You can still ask me a question even if you watch it replay. I'll come back. I promise I'll answer it for you. Whatever your question is, your comment is, I'll come back and answer it for you. I'm also going to put the link to sign up for free. Totally free. I got some of my students in here now. I know Veronica definitely signed up. Whitney signed up. Aaron signed up. If you're not signed up already, you can get in there for free temporarily. I'll put the link back in the chat. Also in the title, you can sign up totally for free. We go over all this information, but it's for people that are serious. If you're serious about being financially literate, if you're serious about building wealth, if you're serious about investing, serious about starting a business, whatever the case may be, because I can't do with people that half-ass. Our community is getting left behind by people that do half-ass stuff, people that truly don't want to build, truly don't want to level up. So, if you just want to go to Black Panther, but you don't want to be a real Black Panther, you don't want to really support Black businesses, I can't do nothing for you. Don't waste my time. So go and sign up for free, totally free. We got about 5-6 courses, got 4 courses coming within the next month, 4 new courses coming next month. So if you get in there, you can get that access for free for the prices increase, because the prices are going to keep increasing. As demand keeps increasing, I'm going to have to increase the price because I got to run a business. So that's it for today. If you have any other questions, just go to the website, sign up. Hope everyone has a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Just put that work in, put that time in. Whatever you want to do, you can definitely accomplish it, but you got to put the work in. No, there's no shortcuts. You got to put the work in. You got to make the sacrifices to truly be successful.